If you currently work as a high-ticket closer, you've likely been made big promises by creators and consultants about achieving fast wealth and freedom by closing their high-priced digital offers. And it's partially true. It's very possible to earn a solid income between 3K and 10K or more per month working as a skilled closer for new offers. But here's the hard truth very few people will tell you. That level of income is rarely sustainable in the long run for high-ticket closers. The volatility and instability will catch up to you. So in this video, I want to have an honest conversation about the 3 main reasons why high-ticket closing is not the best path if you truly want to build a meaningful and lucrative career over the next 3 to 5 years and beyond. There are major downsides to chasing the closing guru dream that most experts won't warn you about because it doesn't ultimately suit their interests. By the end of this video, you'll understand why making the switch to a software sales career, otherwise known as a SaaS sales career, is far superior if you want to earn higher income, have more stability, and build transferable skills that will actually last you over the long term. This video is for you if you currently work in high-ticket closing, are thinking of getting into it, or you want to build a real career, not just chase after the next hot offer. So on that note, let's get into it. Now, reason number 1, extreme income volatility. The first major downside of staking your career on high-ticket closing is that it provides an extremely volatile and unpredictable income stream. Here's why the leads and traffic for online offers in spaces like info products, social media marketing courses, business and marketing consulting, and coaching programs fluctuate wildly week to week and month to month. One month, the funnel you're closing is hot and it's converting incredibly well. You're crushing it, you're earning a great full-time income or even more. But then the next month, when you think about it, the leads start drying up, the market feels like it's shifting, or the offer starts dying down, and suddenly you're making a small fraction of what you did before. All of a sudden, this constant feast or famine cycle becomes mentally and emotionally draining. You go from feeling like 1 minute you're on top of the world, you're making more than ever, and then the next minute you're scraping by, you're stressed and thinking about how you're actually going to make your rent this month. It's really, really difficult to manage your finances or have any stability in your life when your income is constantly going up and down, and 1 minute it's one thing, then it's cut down to a third or a quarter of what it was the previous month. So this roller coaster of inconsistent earnings makes it nearly impossible to really plan out your lifestyle or have any true sense of security. And unlike having a salary job as a closer, you're fully commission based with no safety net. So when the traffic dips, your earnings drop instantly. Sure, during the high times when your offers are converting well, the money can seem great and all of a sudden you feel like you've made it at that time. But during the low times, it really tests your mental strength, especially when you go from multiple 4-figure paydays to suddenly struggling to pay even your basic bills. So when we think about it, this extreme volatility and unpredictability means high-ticket closing does not really provide a stable foundation to build a career and a life on. Now, reason number 2, no prestige or brand equity. The second major flaw about staking your career success solely on high-ticket closing is that it has very little prestige or brand recognition outside of the online coaching and info product space. When you look at other highly regarded industries in the world like technology or finance, engineering, medicine, law, high-ticket closing is just not seen at the same level, not even close really. Those established careers carry far more weight and respect. Unfortunately, this lack of prestige ends up mattering greatly, especially if you ever want to transition into a new field or you want to work for a reputable corporate firm or simply leverage your experience outside of the online space. Because the reality is your high-ticket closing skills and knowledge won't be valued in the same way or help you land better roles in other industries. The niche abilities that you end up building aren't often recognized as transferable necessarily. Recruiters will view your experience as you being pigeonholed in a way. You've not necessarily expanded your possibilities. And if you want to move up in the ranks at an established organization, coming from a closing background likely won't impress hiring managers. The lack of brand equity and name value that you have as a closer ends up limiting your future options. It locks you into a fairly narrow career path. While if you end up chasing new offers and quick cash, it might sound enticing now, but think about where you want your career potential to be over the next 3 to 5 years from now. What doors do you want to be open to you 3 to 5 years from now? If you want your experience to open new doors beyond the latest funnel or high ticket closing, that's just simply not going to get you there. And then reason number 3, no long-term security. The third key downside to banking your entire career on high ticket closing work is that it simply doesn't provide much long-term security. Now here's why. The offers you close and end up representing have incredibly short shelf lives in many cases. One moment a funnel is hot and converts amazingly well, but suddenly the next month it dies out as the market shifts, or if it was just maybe potentially a fad offer all along with no true staying power. Because of this inherent instability, the average tenure for closers on a given offer is often just a few months before they end up having to switch funnels. So high ticket closers end up constantly hopping from one hot funnel or one hot offer to the next, never really gaining true specialized knowledge and building true expertise. You end up stuck in this endless cycle of learning new pitches, new offers and products every few weeks or months, and then as soon as you end up building some form of a skill set, it's on to the next funnel. And this makes it incredibly difficult to develop transferable skills or establish any notable personal brand equity. It's also tough to properly plan your finances, work-life balance or lifestyle when you never know if your offer will vanish overnight. Again, with no base salary as a closer, you're reliant on whatever commissions you can scrap together that month. And that's why it's critical to think beyond the short term. That exciting vision that these gurus end up giving you, selling you on these high paydays from closing, and instead start to also plan about your long-term career success. Think about the bigger picture. If you want real stability and ability to progress your role, high ticket closing is just not structured for that. So if chasing big commissions and flashy promises from high ticket closing has major downsides, the question becomes, what's a smarter career move for more stability and true upside? And the answer is pivoting into a sales role at a software otherwise known as a SaaS company. And here are 5 key reasons why software sales roles are far superior for your long-term career potential. Reason number 1, massive untapped market potential. Firstly, the software industry is projected to reach a staggering $1 trillion in market value by 2030, and it's been growing exponentially year after year. These are some of the fastest growth rates of any industry globally. So unlike chasing unstable offers in the coaching space, you can actually plan out your career in tech sales knowing the opportunity is only ever expanding rapidly over decades to come. Reason number 2, higher and more predictable earning potential. Secondly, the earning potential in software sales vastly exceeds what even top-level closers make. The average SaaS sales rep makes around $80,000 in their first year, with about half of that typically coming from a base salary and half of that coming from commissions. And by year 2, it's common for total earnings to exceed between $120K and $150K. For top performers at leading software firms, annual earnings typically start to get into the $300K to $500K range, and that becomes very feasible within just a few years if you excel. And unlike closing roles, you benefit from a strong base salary to reliably cover your living expenses and financial goals. Your income ends up diversified between that of a stable base salary and uncapped commissions, and so that gives you best of both worlds. Reason number 3, career development opportunities. Thirdly, software sales enables you to actually progress your skills and move up the ranks. Unlike constantly switching funnels as a high-ticket closer, you can gain deep product knowledge, become a team leader, get promotions into sales management and beyond into executive roles. There is a well-defined career development framework that rewards excellence versus the flat nature of closing roles. Reason number 4, prestige and valuable experience. Fourth, building your career at a top software sales firm brings tremendous prestige and brand value that closing work simply does not. You gain priceless experience at the cutting edge of technology that truly develops highly transferable skills. And when you think about this, whether you want to transition into a leadership role at another tech firm, for example, or you may decide that you want to pivot into a new and exciting startup, or maybe leverage that network to end up launching your own company one day, these doors all open up after learning the ropes in SaaS sales and truly being able to lean into a role of this nature. And then reason number 5, financial planning and stability. When we think about the 5th reason, the stability factor cannot be understated. Lucrative software companies like Salesforce, Oracle, and SAP have been in the industry leaders for decades. Their products are invaluable to massive markets of clients worldwide, and they offer the ability to carve out a rewarding long-term sales career. You gain the peace of mind knowing your company and career opportunity will actually be there for the long haul. No more worrying about volatile offers vanishing overnight like in the coaching space. That stability lets you plan for your financial future. And many tech firms are publicly traded or well-funded by top Silicon Valley investors, meaning much less risk than dealing with gurus selling you on to the next funnel. Your income and life aren't jeopardized if one funnel dies off. In software sales, you've got much higher, more predictable and uncapped income potential, unparalleled career development prestige, and long-term stability that chasing closing gigs simply just cannot match. The downsides of volatility, lack of transferable skills, and constantly hustling the next hot funnel vanish by breaking into the tech space. You end up setting yourself up for lifelong career capital and success. And I would be more than happy to help with you making this transition if it's something that's potentially of interest. So if you're ready to pivot into a rewarding software sales career, you can check out my free training in the description box below this video. I've actually partnered up with leading tech firms to help dozens of people with sales experience, but no prior technology or no university degree to actually land roles in software sales within 60 days or less. We can actually go about educating you on what it takes to actually build a record-breaking career, to crush your interviews and ultimately secure you a role that could truly actually change your life like it ended up doing so for me. So click on the link below this video, book in a call with my team, and we can talk through how we can actually help you transition away from a risky closing role into a high-paying, stable software sales career that truly unlocks your future potential. And if you ended up enjoying this video, I've got many more you'll also enjoy too. I'll have some of the options of other videos for you to check out pop up on the screen now. Click to watch some of them, or actually just click on my name below this video and you can check out some of the other videos on my channel. And also don't forget to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.